Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams that the committee ranks basically even, but one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. The turn begins inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. So UCF's offense trots out there to open this game. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. So Oklahoma's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Checks this down to the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like,
got space, looking to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Looking to throw it on first down. Rifles this football to the left. He makes the grab. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He's breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Running out of time in the pocket. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. We'll try to run it with the option. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The Knights come to the line to run the hurry-up. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Time for one more play here in the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. It's a quarterback keeper. Breaking free at the 35. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. More problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. They can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Tackle made after a big gain. The Sooners looking to use the out-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's McIntyre. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Remember last time, North were on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He's looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Knights with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete, and a very quick throw. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
There's a shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, UCF. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Quick throw to the left. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. They line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. When you talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Fox. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown. Nice. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point makes the lead 6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And here's the handoff. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
The Knights will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it, offense.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Snags the quick throw. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Defense not pressing this time. Looking to throw it again. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And they hand it off to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Sooners will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go on fourth down. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run or the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Webb. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Oh, man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Touchdown, UCF. That puts them on top in the second half. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's McIntyre. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Ball fielded near the 35. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Throws to the tight end. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The defense does a good job of being aggressive here and not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him, and instead of him throwing it away, he throws it against his body back into the teeth of the defense. I thought they might come up with a pick.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. He finds his man. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Fox. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. It's UCF in the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Touchdown, Knights. This offense is still clicking. But they try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
UCF, 33.
And they'll lead the kickoff right there to start with 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He's running out of time here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. There's contact on the throw. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, UCF. This offense cannot be stopped. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and the vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.